Hey guys, me again, Jerry, your financial coach. And in case you didn't know, you're living under a rock. Mega Millions is now Mega Billions. Yeah. So we gotta change the name. Well, who knows what it'll be next time if no one wins. But I think the Powerball is like $500 million, so it's kind of cool. So, what do you do with all that? Want some advice? Well, firstly, like I said before in another video, do not take the lump sum, okay? You need a buffer, all right? Take it in installments. I think they do it in like 30 years. So for $1 billion, that's like $8.3 million per year. And that's a lot of money. So if you do take the lump sum, it's going to be half a billion. So half of that is going to go in taxes. Sounds like a ripoff, but anyway, yeah. So I would advise that you take the lump sum, take it every year, because now you have $8 million, $8.3 million. So I guess let's just run out to 8 million every year to use. So if you mess it up and you wasted your first 8 million because you didn't get advice from a coach or a lawyer or whatever, then you have another year to try to make that up. Okay? And I'm actually very serious about that. You're not used to having millions of dollars, and you can mess it up. So you can mess it up. So you need a second chance. Say, okay, I went on and I bought a bunch of Lamborghinis for all my Facebook friends and I don't even know, and now I'm broke again. At least you have another year to fix it. Wow. Anyway, also, before you actually go get the check, relax, okay? Take a deep breath. This is a lot to deal with. Make sure it's real, make sure it's not a hoax, and don't leave your job just yet. Just relax. Pretend you didn't win. Just don't go telling everybody, you know. Again, relax. All right. And then, while you're relaxing and you're verifying and that everything is true and you actually won and you sign the back of the ticket, then, you get some advice from a financial coach or a lawyer as to where to put the money, what's the best way to pay less taxes on it, all that good stuff. So you're still at your job and you're getting advice. All right. Then, let's see, what else you do? So now everything is verified, you know what to do, you put the money in a trust, so you pay less taxes and it goes to good use. Then you get the check, you get your first 8 million, like I advised, and you pay down your debt. Pay your taxes on it. Pay your taxes on it. If you don't pay your taxes, you're going to end up in jail and with no money. So pay your taxes on it. Pay down debt. Don't go spending, and you still have debt. And don't go incurring more debt either. And also buy ice cream. This is my favorite. But anyway, pay down your debt. That's important. You got to be debt free. It makes no sense to win all that money and you still have debt. I know there's good debt and bad debt, but for right now, I don't want you to have any debt. No debt at all. Okay. So you pay down your debt, then you save and you invest. Okay? I think I want more ice cream. Sorry. So you save and you invest, and again, you get advice on what to invest. I can in no way tell you where to invest. That's an ongoing thing. It's in real time. I can't just say, oh, go buy Microsoft. It depends on a lot of factors. So, okay, they don't have my other favorite ice cream today. Okay, I was just supposed to buy one. Okay. So you invest your money, and you're not going to invest all of it. That's I won't ever tell you to invest every single penny of your money. It depends on a lot of circumstances. Okay. All right. And then you give some to charity, give some to your church, give some to school, homeless, all of that good stuff. All right. That's important. Not going to say how much of it. That's a personal thing between you and your money. And so you give some to charity. What else? Then, you remember those 6 jars I told you about? How much to give away to charity, how much to saving and investing. So make sure you put some in a savings account, but a savings account that can grow a lot of interest. So there are, besides investing, there are online banks now that are offering you a little over 2% interest. That's not a lot, but it's better than the regular banks. And there's a new bank called Simple. They're offering 2.4%, I believe. There are other financial tools where you get more than 2%. I can put some down in the description later on. Can't think of it while I'm walking looking for food. But, right. Then, if you are so inclined, not everyone is into that, but you can also start a business, invest in one or start one. Okay? Again, that's if you're that type of person. Not everyone wants to start a business. And that's okay. All right. But anyway, use that. But again, you need advice from a lawyer, you need advice from a financial coach to know what business to invest in. You need advice from a business analyst on what to do because you may have a business idea, but you need to do a lot of analyses to know if it's a good business to get into. Not every business is a good business. Maybe it's a good business, but the location is horrible and the business will fail. Maybe the timing is wrong. Maybe it's not a good time to start that particular business that you're thinking of because of many factors, the season, it's just, besides the location, the demographics, a lot of reasons, okay? And I'm walking aimlessly looking for what I need next, and I don't seem to find it, partly because I don't know what it is. Okay, so, right. So you want to start a business. Maybe it's an online business, maybe it's a brick and mortar business. You need to do your due diligence about that, and you need advice on that. Right. Also, what you would also like to do is, again, this is all before leaving your job. You can leave your job one day, that's up to you, but you may want to go back to school. I know it sounds strange. You have $1 billion. Why do I need more education? Well, education is never wasted. So now is your chance. And if you do want to go back to school, you can now decide based on your expenses, based on how much you have in the bank. Now that you have $1 billion, well, okay. If you can leave your job safely, in terms of financially safely, and then spend all the time going back to school to learn something new because you just never know how long that $1 billion will last. It's just money, okay? It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. You can spend $1 billion in 2 seconds and it's gone. You can buy, you can buy one thing and it's gone. You can buy 100 things and it's gone. Whatever it is, it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And sometimes what's only left to help you out is your new education. There was a study done recently, I think it was by Chase Bank. They were saying that there's a between 50 and 60% likelihood of another recession in 2020. Okay? It's not saying that there will be one, there's a likelihood of one. Most people were caught by surprise by the recession in 2008. And the only ones that survived were those, well, I should say only ones, but one of the few who survived the recession, they lost their jobs and all that stuff, were those who went back to school and got re-educated. So let's suppose you were in a job for maybe 30 years or whatever, doing one thing, and then after the recession, the company decided to replace what they had before with a lot of robotic stuff, a lot of computers, a lot of new technology, new software, new everything. But you didn't learn that new stuff, how to use the software, how to use the computers, how to program the robots or use the robots or work with them, then you would have been passed over for someone who went back to school to learn stuff, to know how to use the new stuff. And usually in a recession that happens, they lay off a lot of people and they bring in new technology to make the business more cost effective. And well, some people will lose their jobs because of new technology, but they also need people to use the new technology to help the business. So you got to be one of those new people. So I would advise that you take your newfound wealth and go back to school. Learning is fun. At least you feel a sense of accomplishment, even if you never use it. But something you've always wanted to do. Now you can go back to school and do it. Then, very important, you make a will. 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 Because people forget that, and something happens and they die and there's no money left for anyone, their children. That's just sad. Okay? I think even the Bible calls someone who does not leave a will a fool. You gotta leave stuff for those you left behind, okay? It's just smart, it's just the right thing to do, it just makes sense. So so you do that, you make a will so you know who will get what, so no one will be fighting over it. That's important. You also need to leave some for maybe your kids or your grandkids, even while you're alive, so that you can pay for their schooling or whatever else you want to pay to help them out with. Don't help them out 100%. Let them work and learn stuff to manage their money. But at least you have something put aside in case you need to bail them out in a sensible manner. Yeah. Then you need to leave some for, I want to say retirement, but it's for when you get older and you need someone to take care of you. Many people don't think of it. They don't want to think of it, but it's important. All right, you may need someone to take care of you. Maybe you got in an accident and you can no longer move your limbs and your arms and legs and all that. You may need to hire someone. So you need to make provisions for all of that. Don't just blow all of it in one shot. Okay? This video is getting too long, but I'm still walking aimlessly looking for food. Anywho, but I hope you take my advice. First thing you gotta be calm. Don't rush out there and get the ticket. Wait about, you have up to a year to claim the ticket. I don't suggest you wait the entire year because you may forget. I don't know how that's gonna happen with $1 billion, but don't go out and get in the first week either. Wait a month, 2 months, 3 months. Get advice. Cool down and don't think of all the things you're gonna buy just yet. That comes last. I wouldn't even say buy a house just yet. You gotta weigh the pros and cons of having a house. It might sound strange, but that has its good points and bad points. All right, your financial coach will go over that with you. Don't just rush out there and just start buying stuff. Okay? Buy some eggs. Eggs are always good. Buy 1 billion eggs. I don't care. Anyway, yeah, take your time. Relax. I said it like 100 times already. Okay, I think I'm done buying what I need to buy. So, yeah, take your time. Never make a large, important decision on impulse, on haste. Just calm down and take advice. All right, so enough rambling. I'm going to go. This is your coach, Jerry. Good luck out there with that, and subscribe to my channel so you can get some more. I really can't focus while I'm walking, looking for stuff. And I'll see you next time. All right, have fun out there.